Breaking news, Tokyo Disneyland will be closing due to the coronavirus for 2 weeks. So this was just released just a few hours ago. The biggest theme park here in Japan, Tokyo Disneyland, will be closing from February 29th, tomorrow, to March 15th, which is about 2 weeks. This is being done to limit the spread of the coronavirus, and this is huge news because this is one of the biggest theme parks here in Japan, and I had very little doubt that they would actually close, but we're seeing them shut this place down for 2 weeks. This puts a lot of people's plans into question because if Tokyo Disneyland is willing to shut down one of their biggest theme parks worldwide, you can be assured that there are going to be so many more places that are going to be closing. Now, one of the things I want to point out right here is that it says currently we plan to reopen on March 16th, but we'll decide when to open by looking at the situation and developments. If the coronavirus gets worse here in Japan, you're going to see more places close, and you're going to see Tokyo Disneyland and other places who are just, these other places that are only closing for 2 weeks, they're going to extend that closing time. This comes hot on the heels after Prime Minister Abe sort of issued a cutback on national events. Major boy band EXILE canceled the show just hours before they were due to take stage. A female fan said that she was really angry at the last-minute decision and that it was their final day of this tour. Major sporting events are also affected. Basketball and rugby organizers are suspending games for at least 2 weeks. The Japan Sumo Association has scrapped the ring entering ceremony scheduled for this week. So you're going to see more and more events, more and more organizations closing down because of the coronavirus. The Japan's economic revitalization minister, he said, the government's request for the closures of schools and cancellations of major events are likely to push down public spending further and may seriously undermine the economy in the long run. He added that this is not an appropriate time to boost consumption and tourism. So they know that this is going to hurt Japan's economy. The lack of tourism, closing down all of these businesses and getting people to stay home and not spend money is actually going to hurt Japan in the long run. And here, Abe actually issued for the schools across Japan to close. So actually, Osaka City has decided to close public schools from kindergarten to high school. And that's because a lot of these children are taking the same trains and same buses as everybody else are taking, and they don't want these kids to get sick. So schools are closing for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, even a month. I know that there are some schools that are going to be closed from now until up to the beginning of the new school year, which is the middle of April. So you're talking about 1.5 months. The Hiroshima Peace Memorial Museum. It's open today from 8:30 to 5, but as a preventative measure to avoid the infection and transmission of the coronavirus, the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Museum will be temporarily closed between February 29th and March 15th. The Cup Noodle the Cup Noodle Museum in Osaka. Notice of temporary closure of Cup Noodles Museum from Saturday, February 29th, 2020 to Wednesday, March 11th, 2020. A lot of places are closing down. In the last live stream, I mentioned that the largest cosplay event in Osaka held in Nipponbashi, the Nipponbashi Street Festa, which is something that we were looking forward to going to, has been closed. It's been canceled. If you go to their website, general information about the 16th annual Nipponbashi Street Festa cancellation. We're seeing a lot of events and a lot of organizations closing because of Prime Minister Abe urging the country to make sure that we contain the spread of the coronavirus. So for those of you who are coming, keep these things in mind. You may have an itinerary planned out that you're going to go visit these places and these major attractions. Come with the expectation that they will be closed. If you're not giving up on coming to Japan, if you're dead set on coming here, then make sure you have a plan B and a plan C ready. Okay, because a lot of these major attractions are closing. Tokyo Disneyland is one of the biggest ones that we're going to see close, and I think we're going to see a lot of other places follow in their footsteps. And this goes for your accommodation as well. Make sure that you're calling your hotels, the places that you're deciding to stay at, ask them if they're going to be open during this time, if they foresee any cancellations, and if there is a cancellation, if they will refund your money. And make sure you do have a plan B and a plan C for accommodations. Call your hotels, call your Airbnbs, and make sure that you have a place to stay. Because if you come here and everything is shut down, everything is closed down to prevent the spread of the coronavirus, and you don't have a place to stay, it's not going to be a very fun vacation for anybody to be here. So if you're dead set on coming here, then make sure that you know that whatever you're going to see is open, or that you have a backup plan. Because if this situation gets worse, you're going to see more and more attractions and organizations, events closing and being canceled. Thank you so much. This is a little bit different from the normal videos that I do, but I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew exactly what's happening right now. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.